What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we're back again for a brand new season of Married to Medicine, and baby, I'ma just say, Heavenly is messy as all heck, and that's just what it's gonna be. And I don't know how I feel about Dr. Greg's new wife. Okay, I just don't. And it's not because it has anything to do with quad or whatever. I just don't know because I'm gonna need a few more episodes. I feel like because she ain't give me the best impression this episode, but I'm not gonna completely judge, not yet, because again, it is the very first episode. So we got this whole thing, and this review probably not gonna be too long because not much really went down in this episode. It was just a way to introduce, I feel, the new characters that are going, or I should say, the new cast members that are going to be on here. We do see that Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie, they meet up to do a little bit of shopping, right? They're talking about everything that went down, who have they spoken to since the whole reunion and all that stuff. But baby, freak all of that. Because in the midst of this, when Dr. Heavenly said Dr. Jackie is like her good girlfriend, like that's her friend, okay? But she said, we ain't copper munchers, okay? I ain't no copper munchers. You leave that to Toya. She the one that be doing all that. I said, child, we not even 5 minutes into the episode and you already on Toya's neck, all right? And later in the episode, Toya and Simone was talking or whatever about how, things have been with her and Simone. Her and Heavenly, and how, Heavenly hasn't really been talking much about her since, they had the reunion in New York. And, she's kind of simmered down on the social media clips about the show and all that stuff and about the cast members and all that. And I said, baby, you saying that right now, and you saying that, oh, it seemed like she changed or whatever. Dr. Heavenly ain't changed. You want to know why she ain't been talking about you? Because 9 out of 10, there has been nothing to talk about just yet, and the show was off. The show is back on. We'll see what she'll be saying on their YouTube channel, okay? We'll just be seeing. Meanwhile, while they was doing a little get together, this when they see Phaedra. There was once a time I did kind of like Phaedra, but then I never 100% like was here for. It was always I could take a leave it. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel as though having her on this show makes no sense. It really makes no sense, and it's giving that you feel like this is going to bring in more people to watch. And I just don't think that we needed that, because those who actually watched Love It, Married to Medicine when it first came on, and you had people like Greg and Dr. G and Quad together, and they stayed for that, and they saw their relationship and how it came and went. And then once the whole breakup happened, it was the whole situation where some people probably, fell off for watching it. And then, they can come back because of this whole thing with Greg and the new wife supposed to be on. That, to me, would be enough to bring people in my opinion. But for this whole situation with Phaedra, Phaedra just comes off very, very, very fake, okay? And she could be a really good person, but it's just that she's just so, I don't know. When we first got introduced to her, she was so Southern Belly and, the Bible, all this stuff, and, very wholesome. Now her ass out, everything, which I ain't got no problem with, but it just feels so put on. Like when she came in the store was hers, okay? She was a partner with it. Everything about her just feels so fake. I'm sorry. The way that she, in the confessions and all of that. So I just don't understand her place. Like, I would have been okay with it if she would have went back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. That would have made sense, okay? But being over here, I think she's a little bit much. in that fakeness department. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's a character. She's really a phony personality, and I just don't get it. Like, she's putting on. Then she talked about she with this doctor that's a Nigerian, and it's over. Like, he don't even live here. And I'm just sitting here like, I thought it was called Married to Med, but you're dating Med, like you said. But I guess, I mean, it is called The Real Housewives, and it's housewives that's on there that are not even housewives. And so I guess we're just not going to take the titles and the whatever literal, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're not going to see this person. So why are you here? Why are you here? I don't get it. Anyway, everything just, it's forced. That's what it is. It feels forced. Moving on from there, we get Simone and Cecil. They still together, empty nesters or whatever. She's still yelling at him. Thank God, okay, that he intervened and said, listen, put that book to the side. Don't nobody want to hear it, all right? Because y'all remember last season, they were saying that they was going to do a self-help book for couples and all of that. And girl, please, ain't nobody was trying to buy that. But then, you know, they was having people come over to the crib. They was having Dr. G and his girlfriend, or his fiance at the time, and Toya and Eugene. Baby, Dr. Jackie didn't put Eugene on the shot, okay? I don't know which shot it is. I don't know if it's Ozempic. I don't know what it is. All I know is he said that he was on a shot that Dr. Jackie put him on. And, baby, he done slimmed down. I said, all right, look at Eugene. You know, of course. Toya love it because he got a lot more stamina and all that stuff, and I guess the sex is doing better and all that, you know, so that's a good thing. And he said he just got a lot of more overall energy, and you know, that's really good. I ain't finna hate. You know, he been doing through a lot, dealing with that lady and dealing with everything, you know. Oh my God, did y'all see Alex Rogers at BravoCon? And he literally asked Toya, since you didn't move, he said something like, since you didn't move to like 15 houses since we didn't seen you, do you think about becoming a real estate? Why would they have him up there, and why would he ask that? I said, oh my goodness, why would he do that? That shit was funny. But anyway, you got that going on with them. They go over there to Cecil and them house, so they just having a little get together. We get to learn about Sweet Tea. That's what they call her. They call her Sweet Tea. Her and Dr. Greg. Okay, I will say this: Dr. Gregory looks really, really good. You know, and it is very, very. I don't know. It's unsettling to me how much Sweet Tea, a.k.a. Letitia, a.k.a. Dr. Greg's fiance, a.k.a. his now wife, how she looks so much like Toya. I mean, they got the only thing that's different is she got a very obvious overbite. You know what I'm saying? And I just was like, what's going on here? You know, what's happening? And we found out that, you know, she slid up in his DMs because they was like, Dr. Greg, what made you settle with Sweet Tea? Because I know you be having a whole bunch of people up in your DMs. He was like, yeah, everybody be all up in my DMs and talking about something. I'm going to shower with you. This is when I'm showering. You come take a shower with me and everything. Here go Sweet Tea. I was one of the ones that was up in his DMs. I was like, you know, I got what you need to make it feel good. I said, wait a minute. You know, when she read us her DM, she was like, I got what you want, or I can give you what you need, or something like that. And then she put that baby emoji. And I was like, So already it's coming off that, you know, she know Dr. Greg, as we would assume, from being on the show, and she's looked at the show from inception, because we know that, you know, one of the issues that was going on with Dr. Greg and Quad is because he wanted kids and she did not. You know, she didn't want to give him a baby, okay? Because she didn't want that man. We just need to understand that. She did not want him that way, okay? You know, and he was like, basically, you ain't even from here. She was like, it ain't nothing to hop on a plane. And I guess He flew her down here. They was talking, chit-chatting. They flew down here. She from D.C. Now, from her story, what she said is she was born in Arkansas. They grew up in Texas, but then, you know, I guess she was working out there in D.C. because she has a very, very strong country accent and or a southern accent. And you know, they was kissing and everything, all like that. And I was like, ooh, all right, calm it down. We doing a little bit too much PDA. Here go Toya. Eugene, come kiss me now. It was funny. It was cute, though. That whole scene, it was cute. You could clearly tell that, you know, those particular people, they do not rock with Quad at all, okay? None whatsoever. And it's understandable between Toya and Quad, all right? Because after last season, I just knew it. I just knew it. I mean, Quad she basically accused her of being a part of accused Toya of having some type of parts of dealing with the robbery that happened at Anila's house and all of that. So I didn't like the way that she put that implication out there. Granted, you know, Toya don't be my cup of tea some of the times, and I understand the history between them, but to imply that somebody was setting somebody up to get robbed and all, that's just wrong. And then putting that on national TV, that's just messed up. So I was not mad when Toya asked that question to Phaedra about Quad. I mean, hey, we doing tit for tat, so let's just do tit for tat. Moving on from that, girl, they was gonna have their engagement party. It's gonna be like a hold down. Phaedra gonna say, why would you call it a hold down? Okay, why would you do that? I said it's a southern thing. And I'm like, damn, so you know, teach me, okay? Because I'm like, y'all in the South as well, and you're judging other Southern people. I'm like, Heavenly, you from Miami, you from Florida, you now in Atlanta, okay, you in Georgia. She from Texas, or she lived in Texas, you know what I'm saying? And girl, why we judging? Okay, y'all all country in a way, you know? And you mean to tell me you don't know what a hold down is? And I know that she really just doing it just because, trying to make it seem like, you know, give her a little bit of problem and push and all this stuff because of the fact that she's the new girl coming in and she's coming in encroaching on Quad's ex-territory, you know? And so you trying to commingle with the group, and it's like, I don't want to make it seem like I like the girl because I want to seem like I'm loyal to Quad. Girl, ain't nobody got time for that. I do feel like it's kind of messed up that they brought him back on, you know, for the simple fact that, and then they didn't tell Quad. That's the part that I thought that was a little bit messed up, because if you saw the history between Quad and Dr. G and how that went down, and then when they finally got the divorce and that came out, and the things that she was saying, and both of them was actually saying about the relationship and what was going on within that relationship, it wasn't the best, okay? It was nowhere near the best, and there was some things that shouldn't have happened that went down, and you would have thought that they would have want that back represented on the show. And truth be told, honestly, I feel like Quad do not need to be on this show. Let's be real. Quad has not had a storyline in the past couple of seasons or so. All right. Ever since she got divorced from Dr. Greg, she ain't had no real storyline. She hasn't. And I just feel like, what is her purpose? But to come on here and to, you know, throw shots at Toya here and there, I mean, that's getting old. That's getting old. Let's just be honest. It's getting old. But, I mean, I don't have a problem with her, but I'm just saying, if she wasn't to come back, she wouldn't be missed by me. Like, it's like I could take her or leave her. You know what I'm saying? But you got that going on. And, I don't know. We gonna see how this, I just know Heavenly and Sweet Tea look like they gonna bust some heads, because I feel like Heavenly, because she already started this episode, she's really about to get under people's skin, and she really about to make some trouble just to make some mess, okay? Meanwhile, she was up there trying to get the prom dress or whatever for Alura. The fact that she going to college now. We literally have sat here and watched a lot of these reality Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac, Married to Madison, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I was watching the recent episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and Cal was having a birthday dinner for the birthday party, whatever, for her youngest daughter, Portia. I said, that little girl is 15 years old now. When we first met her, she was young as shit. Like, damn near a toddler, like probably 5 or something like that. Or younger. Or was she pregnant with her? I don't remember. I just know she was a baby. And I said, 15? Wow, we really watching these kids grow up, okay? And that means that we getting old too, bitch. But you know, Alura is very much Alura, and you know, Dr. Heavenly wants her to stay in state for college, just like her boys did. But Alura said, "No, girl, I'm going out of state," and I do not blame her, baby. She said, "I had 18 years enough with you. That's enough. I need a break. I need a break for a second," and that's what she gonna do. It was cute. Meanwhile, they get to the hold down. I will say this. They get to the engagement, and when it comes to Dr. Gregory and Sweet Tea, I will say that in this episode, from what I'm seeing, he does seem a lot lighter. He seems a lot looser. He seems a lot happier. And I was like, all right. I did not realize that this girl was only 31 years old, okay? And I said, huh. Now, when Dr. Jackie and Heavenly was talking, they said, it's been like 5 years since we've been to Quiet's house. You going to Quiet's house? How you think you gonna feel? I said, what? When I caught that, I said, Quiet's house. Now, I know it was a big controversy or whatever about the fact that, because prior to the show coming on, the season premiere coming on, they did like little house tours and all that stuff. And Letitia did hers with Dr. G. And everybody was like, that's Quiet's house, that's Quiet's house. Now, technically speaking, that's the house that Quiet was staying in. If she wasn't paying for it, that's the house that Dr. Gregory paid for. And that's why he still got it. And, you know, that's his home. But that was, I don't know how I would feel. Like, it's not wrong that he's still in that house, especially given that it was in his name, 9 out of 10. That's why he's still there, and he was paying all of the bills for it or whatever. But me as a person coming in, knowing the history of the ex, and then this is like a, girl, I feel some type of way. I'd be like, we're going to have to move somewhere else. I don't know. I don't want to be in a place where your ex was, where your ex lived too. No, we're going to have to start off fresh. And I know everybody can't afford to do that, especially in this economy. So maybe I just like make exceptions or whatever and just do the decoration like she did. But girl, I don't know. How would y'all feel? Like, I'm not mad that they're there. I don't have a problem with it. You know, people just had a problem with the fact that, you know, she up there putting it off like this her house and it used to be Quiet's house. Okay, and we see this happen all the time. Y'all really think that people, when they get divorced, they gonna just up and move and then get somebody else into a new... No, that don't happen all the time, okay? People ain't got the money, nor time, nor energy to do that. But at the same time, they was talking about the decorations and everything. Honestly, I don't see nothing wrong with Sweet Tea's good decoration. I don't. But hey, it is what it is. Everybody got different tastes and all that. You know, they get there and everybody was taking pictures and it was cool. I will say this. One thing about Toya and Eugene. When they're not having financial problems or if she not being a stick in the mud about money and all this stuff and what he doing and what his time is, when they together and they have fun together, it is a funny sight and I like it, okay? When she was on that little, they was taking the pictures and she was like, oh, so now you finally learn how to hit it from behind. That was funny to me, okay? I just like the lightheartedness of the couples when they're together and they're on the same page and they're getting along. All right. Yeah, we like a little bit of drama here and there, but I really do like to see, especially given that these are black couples, I like to see these black couples flourishing and being on good terms with each other, you know, and having fun. Meanwhile, while they was there, Phaedra do show up. And she was just real extra with it. We found out that Sweet Tea has a twin sister, Kanisha. She said that they're not identical twins, but they're fraternal twins. And I said, well, I gotta look up the definition of fraternal and identical, cause they look more identical than fraternal. All right, I literally thought fraternal mean that y'all don't look the same. Cause you can have boy girl twins, and meaning that you have a set of twins and they're boy and girl, and they're fraternal because they're boy and girl. But listen, T, if that's the case, if Kanisha and Sweet Tea are fraternal twins, and they look damn near identical, well, they look identical to me. Okay, I mean the same mouth and everything. Tia and Tamara got to be fraternal twins. They cannot be identical because I could always tell who was who. I don't understand how people could never tell who was who. Okay, Tamara face is different. Tamara's face is so different from Tia's face. All right, y'all just gotta look at them side by side. All right, and you really ain't gotta study it hard. Tia's face look different from Tamara. Tamara's look different from Tia, and I feel like Tamara's face is a little bit more fuller than Tia's. Tia's a little bit more slimmer. That's just how it's always been. And then Tamara has the mole. Tamara has the mole, okay? I be getting so upset. Like, how can y'all not understand? How y'all don't see it? They don't look alike to me. They really don't. They got their moments, but they do not look like identical twins. Man, I gotta look at the... Pause. Because it's going to... I was doing something else. Tony Braxton and Birdman. I'm gonna need them to get off my timeline, cause I don't understand it. But hey, at least you got somebody. What am I looking up? Identical twins. Identical. Well, that's not how you spell it. There it is. Identical twins share the same genomes and are always of the same sex and control. Oh, so it ain't even, bitch. Identical twins results from the, we get that. They share the same genomes and are always of the same sex. Understand? Fraternal twins results from the fertilization of two separate eggs. Oh, and two different sperm. Well, I already knew that. They share half of their genomes. Bitch, this ain't no biology lesson, but I understood it from looking at that. Somebody gonna be like, girl, what? Don't worry about it. Go look up the definition. I just learned myself. I'm 36 years old. Don't worry about it. Oh, you learned something new well, I knew it, but it's like getting a different understanding. Anyway, so you got all that going on. The party is going great. Everybody's having a good time. The men go outside and they're talking, and they're just like, listen, it's a good thing that everything's going great because obviously the women ain't fighting with each other. And I was like, don't speak too soon because that's exactly what happened. Everything was calm. Then Phaedra showed up. And then, you know, they go over there, they talking. Phaedra, when she said that shit about Sweet Tea ass, she said, let me see what you're doing. She turned around and she was doing all of that. And she was like, now, usually when you're from the South, you got a little bit of derriere back there. And if I had those shorts on, my ass would have been eating them all up. Maybe that's just how hers is made. I said, girl, you know what? Listen, I can't speak on it, okay? Because my ass kind of flat like that, too. So, you know, she got her man, though. So, hey, he like it. We love it. Moving on from it, all right? So, they sitting down. They have a little conversation and all that stuff, whatever. It was Dr. Heavenly who got the shit started when she said, so let me ask you, they was asking about Kanisha, who's, them being twins and all that stuff, what the nicknames come from. But it was Dr. Heavenly who said, what do you get out of being engaged? What do you like about being engaged? And she said, Sweet Tea, access to the money. Baby, the way that it went silent. And I said, this how we starting off? And this is where I started to get my uneasiness about her. Like, I don't know how I feel anymore because from looking at the pictures or whatever, when I seen them on social media and all that stuff, because I don't follow them, but they'll be on the blogs or whatever, especially when it first came out that he was dating her and then they got engaged and then they got married. They was putting it all over the blogs, and I was like, well, he do look happy. She looks like Toya. That's weird, but they look happy together. He really do look happy. And then when we get to this part, I said, excuse me. I said, baby, you giving... I don't want to call Quad a gold digger. But let's be real. Quad was not with that man because she really wanted to be with that man. Because she was in love with that man. She was not in love with him. She wasn't. She married him for different reasons, okay? And I'm pretty sure the money was one of them, all right? And at least she just put it out there that, yes, I got access to the money for whatever I need, especially with the wedding and all of that stuff. Maybe that's what she was talking about. And then they asked her, have you ever been called the gold digger? It was just the way that the room just went silent and ain't nobody laughed at that part. She was like, I mean, I don't think so. He was like, what you mean? She was like, no, because I ain't never been called a gold digger before. I was like, oh, okay. Meanwhile, it was Toya who gonna ask Phaedra, are you representing Quad in her DUI case? I said, wait a minute, what? The way she slid that up in there, I said, oh, you know, and of course, Phaedra, like, I can't confirm nor deny, and I'm not going to do all that. And I have to respect Phaedra for saying that because, baby, we're not going to put this on Front Street like that, even if she was or not. That's client attorney privilege or whatever. But at the same time, I ain't never hear nothing about no Quad. I ain't hear nothing about Quad having a DUI. Toya that found it out. And see, this is what I'm talking about. When I said tit for tat, after what Quad did to her last season, trying to accuse her of or trying to imply that she had something to do with Anila's house getting broken into, I'm not even upset at her for bringing out her business and saying this thing about the DUI. Hey, that's just what it is. Then we get into this whole situation with the... Sweet Tea had thanked, who was it? Dr. Simone for, you know, recommending her to this gynecologist specialist, to deal with the fibroids and all the stuff that she was having or whatever, Dr. Davis. Heavenly talking about something. Well, how come you didn't refer her to Dr. Heavenly? No, not Heavenly, but Jackie. And I thought you wanted to keep it up in the friend group and all this, keep the money in the friend group and all this stuff. And I said, Heavenly, I see what you're doing. Heavenly, I don't know. Like, are you really trying to throw a monkey wrench in Simone's and Dr. Jackie's friendship? Because at this point in time, we see Dr. Jackie and Heavenly together more, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But we see them now more the same way that we used to see Simone and Jackie together. Remember when Heavenly and Heavenly first came on, Jackie wasn't feeling her like that. You know, and it's just crazy the way that they're now like besties, like they're best of friends, you know. But I'm just like, you ain't got to be messy. And she's being very much messy as she always is, trying to, and because they going back and forth, and you know, you got Simone being loud because of the whole thing of, I can be a doctor and I do surgery and I did it because of this and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, why do you care that she didn't give it to Dr. Jackie? Dr. Jackie probably was overloaded with a whole bunch of stuff. You don't know what was going on. You ain't have to do that, all right? Not at this girl's engagement party. And, you know, they kept on talking about Quad, and she was like, what we're not going to do is we're not going to bring her up. We're not going to keep on talking about her, okay? Because this is my engagement party. And this is what it should be focused on me and Dr. Greg. That's what it's supposed to be about. I get it. She was bothered, as she should, because why are you sitting here talking about the ex that's no longer in the picture with him? Why are you talking about him or her like that and having a full-blown conversation about her in front of me? I don't want to hear that, okay? I mean, it is what it is. If she come back, she come back. If she don't, she don't. That was then. That was the past. This is now, right? Now it's going to look like, from what we saw on the preview, that she's going to be a little bit bothered. She's going to be a little bit bothered. And I don't know if I got to look at it to see if I can understand. But I mean, If you stable in your relationship, I wouldn't be bothered. Quad don't want that man. Quad don't want your man at all. And it is what it is, okay? I just want you to know that Miss T, she don't want that man. And you good. You good. Meanwhile, the men's was out there like spoke too soon, because of course they did speak too soon. The sister had to break all that stuff up. When they was going back and forth at it, baby Kanisha said, hey, what we not gonna do is we not gonna do this. You gonna respect my sister in her house. I said, God damn. You know what? I said, you know what? That's just how you do it. You gotta shut them down sometimes, because then they'll take over. They'll take over. But that was basically the episode, you know. When Dr. Jackie and Heavenly was sitting down there talking after that, talking about the get together, and Heavenly said that food was nasty. Quiet wouldn't have had no food up there like that. Quiet could cook. That shit was funny. And then for them to say that it possibly was catered, I said, oh, who catered it then if it was nasty? And then we see Dr. Greg and Sweet Tea get going out there to get her their marriage license, and you know, talking about the fact that they kept on bringing a quad and how they didn't want that. And she was like, and I want them to know that it's a new sheriff in town. I said it was the way that sheriff in town. I said, girl, you gonna need to calm down. I don't know, something about Sweet Tea ain't resonating with me the way that I thought it would. Maybe it's just the first episode. I don't know. She gives me spoiled. She gives me young acting. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little off. I got to give it a couple more episodes to fill her out. Maybe by the third episode, I will have a definitive, feeling about it. But this is the first episode. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. It was real cute, to the point. Put it down in the comments how you feel like this season is going to go. Are you here for Phaedra? Are you tuned in for Phaedra? Put it down in the comments. What is your first impressions? And I'll see you guys later. Peace.